Welcome to Commonwealth Conversations. During the 2023 General Assembly session, we're speaking to legislators about top issues under consideration in Richmond. Our guest today is Senator Creigh, who represents Allegheny, Bath, Highland, Nelson, Rockbridge, and Albemarle counties. Welcome, Senator, and thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
As a leader during the Senate budget formation, can you tell us what were the priority issues of the Senate, and also what are you most proud of in the Senate budget?
Sure. We had this ultimate conflict this year, just like last year. The governor and the House insisting on $1 billion in tax cuts, and the Senate trying to insist that we fully fund the things that we're already required to fund, like education, public safety, health care. The most important things to me were to try to catch up our funding on K through 12 education. As I saw it, we were about $400 million short of fully funding the standards of quality as we entered the session. We found out later that there was a $201 million error that put the localities even more behind the eight ball. So we had to fully fund education. We also had to step up our game on mental health. And I'm most proud, frankly, that we have been able to, I think, fund some things that are going to help boost our workforce in mental health. I have a lot of priorities in the budget that affect the areas that I represent, that I'm able to fund some of those right now too. So we have a lot of things still in the mix as the budget moves forward.
So heavily funded mental health, heavily funded K-12,
Right.
Took care of the recalculation error.
Well, we've taken care of some things. I will tell you one of the things in the Senate budget that we do that we've been working on for a number of years is permanent supportive housing. There's no better way to ensure that somebody has a stable life going forward and has the best chance of success for them to have a place to live. People with mental illness sometimes, when they've got an illness, they burn their bridges, so to speak. And that's permanent supportive housing has been important, something we've funded in dribs and drabs over the years. We've got $50 million in the Senate budget for permanent supportive housing. It's the largest one-time investment we've ever made, and it's significant if we can hold that.
Well, thank you for your work, in the Senate budget and for being a leader, in that conference. There have been several bills this session that have attempted to chip away at local authority in dealing with finance or land use issues. Most of these bills have not prevailed in the Senate. Can you tell us your thoughts on preempting local authority, and do you offer any solutions for governments?
I always, when I talk to kids about government, I remind them that we have a federal system. Certain decisions made at the national level, certain decisions made at the state level, certain decisions made at the local level. They're all important. We shouldn't be too preoccupied with one level over the other. But I'm not for the state usurping local authority, frankly, because the state already has plenty of things to do without making local decisions as well. So I don't know that there's a long-term solution. There will always be people that want to meddle in local decision making. There will always be local decisions that people agree with. There will be state decisions that folks at the local level disagree with. But I'm for maintaining that separation between the state, the local, and the federal.
Well, we thank you for your votes and for supporting us in that and not preempting local authority this year. I know this is it's a short session. We have a very divided government with narrow majorities in both houses. What is your approach to moving legislation forward?
This is the 32nd year I've been involved in this process.
Congratulations.
That's hard to believe. It seems like just yesterday I got here. It's always been about the same. It's a bit about establishing trust and establishing relationships with people, trying to figure out what motivates other folks, how you can work with them to get things done for their region. They'll work with you to get things done for your region. It's about the relationship building. You have to believe in what you're doing, but you've got to establish have a level of credibility that people trust you, but you also have to have a relationship. I think, and sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. But I think that's the way life works. You have to be able to develop relationships with trust with people.
Well, Senator, thank you for sharing your perspectives here with us on Commonwealth Conversations.
Thank you.